Question number 14. Let's start with question number 15. So now in question number 15, we are asked that a straight highway leads to the foot of a tower. A man standing at the top of the tower observes a car at a certain angle of depression of 30 degrees, which is approaching the foot of the tower with a uniform speed. 6 seconds later, the angle of depression of the car is found to be 60 degrees. So find the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the tower from this point.
Good
So,
evening, sir.
yes, it's good evening. Okay, so now, according to question, let us make the diagram. So suppose this is the tower. So suppose this is tower AB. Now in this tower, suppose there is a man standing at the top of this tower. Okay. So for this man, suppose this is the horizontal line here. This is the road. This is the highway. Okay. And now, suppose there is a car here. This point is suppose C point. So suppose there is a car here. Okay. And this car, it is moving towards this tower. Okay. So after 6 seconds, the car reaches suppose at point D. Okay. After 6 seconds, the car reaches point D. Now, when the car was at point C, the angle of depression it is given, which is 30 degree. Angle of depression it is 30 degree. Okay. And when this car reaches point D, now at this point, the angle of depression it is 60 degree. Okay. So here we have to find that we have to find that how much time taken by the car to reach the foot of this tower. Okay. How much time the car takes to reach this point B, which is the foot of the tower. So now first of all, let us write here. So suppose CD it is the highway. So here we will write that let CD is highway and AB is the tower. AB is the tower. Now next, point C is the initial position of the car. Point C is the initial position of the car and point D is the position. Point D is the position after 6 seconds. After 6 seconds. Okay. So now here first let us take triangle ADB, that is this triangle, the smaller one. Okay. Now remember that now this horizontal line it is parallel to this highway. Okay. So this AD line and this AC line both acts as the transversal. So if this angle it is angle 30 degree, we can say that this angle it is also 30 degree because it is alternate interior angle. Now similarly, if this whole angle it is 60 degree, then this angle it is also 60 degree. Okay. So first let us take triangle ADB. So now in triangle ADB, here we will use the trigonometric ratio that is tan. So tan 60 degree, it is equal to perpendicular upon base. Now perpendicular here it is AB upon base it is DB. Okay. Now tan 60 degree, we know that the value of tan 60 degree it is root 3. Okay. So we will get root 3. It is equal to AB upon DB. Now from here, we can write dB as AB upon root 3. Okay. Now again, next, let us take this whole triangle ABC. So in triangle ABC, again, here we will take the trigonometric ratio, that is tan. So tan 30 degree, it is equal to perpendicular here, it is AB upon base, it is BC. Okay. Now the value of tan 30 degree, we know that it is 1 upon root 3. So 1 upon root 3, it is equal to AB upon, now this BC, I can write this BC as CD plus DB. Okay. I can write it as DB plus CD, and it is equal to 1 upon root 3. Okay. Now, if we do the cross multiplication, so I will get here, wait. Okay. Now here I will do the cross multiplication, and here I will get DB plus CD, it is equal to AB root 3. AB root 3. Okay. Now again, I can write this AB. Okay. So this, wait a second. Now here I will put the value of dB. Now dB, it is AB upon root 3. Okay, from this relation. So in place of dB, I can put AB upon root 3 here. So I will get AB upon root 3 plus CD, and it is equal to AB root 3. Okay. Now next, what I will do, I will simplify it here. Okay. If I simplify it, I will get CD, it is equal to AB root 3 minus AB upon root 3. And if you take the LCM here, you will get 3AB. So 3AB minus AB whole divided by root 3. And it is equal to 2AB upon root 3. Okay. So from here, we get CD, it is equal to twice AB upon root 3. Okay. This is this distance. Okay. So CD we got twice of AB upon root 3. Now next, it is given that in the question it is already given that time taken to travel distance CD. How much time it is taken? It is given in the question that 6 seconds. In 6 seconds, the car, it reaches point D from point C. Okay. So time taken to travel CD, it is 6 seconds. Now, what is the speed of the car? So therefore, speed of the car, Now we know the formula that speed, it is equal to distance upon time. Okay. Distance upon time. Now here, distance, it is 2AB upon root 3 divided by, now time here it is 6. Okay, time is 6 seconds. So time is 6. And if you simplify it, you will get here 2 3s are 6. So you will get AB upon 3 root 3. Okay, AB upon 3 root 3 meter per second. Okay, this is the speed of the car. Okay, so now time taken to travel to travel. Distance BD. BD distance. So it is equal to distance upon speed. Time taken to travel BD distance, it is distance upon speed. Okay. So now here, distance. What is the distance? Okay. So this is the distance. So distance here, it is AB upon root 3. Okay. So here you will put AB upon root 3. And what is the speed? Speed is AB upon 3 root 3. AB upon 3 root 3. Now just cancel out the terms. AB and AB gets cancelled. Root 3 and root 3 gets cancelled. And this 3, it goes in the numerator side. And it is equal to 3 seconds. Okay. So required time, it is 3 seconds. So here I will write that hence car will take 3 seconds to reach the foot of the tower. The foot of the tower. Okay. So this is the required answer. So let me explain the solution once again. Okay. So according to question, we were given that there is a tower. Suppose maybe it is the tower. And at the top of the tower, there is a person here. And he is observing a car which is at a point C. Okay. And from this point, the angle of depression, it is 30 degrees. Now, this car, in 6 seconds, the car moves from point C to point D. And at this point, the angle of depression is given, that is 60 degrees. Okay. So this is the diagram here. Now, since this is 30 degrees, this angle is also 30 degrees because they are forming alternate interior angles. Similarly, this angle, it will be equal to this angle because these are also alternate interior angles. Now, next, first we have taken this triangle ADB. So here we have applied a trigonometric ratio, that is tan. So tan 60 degree, it is equal to AB upon DB. Okay. Now we know the value of tan 60 degree, which is root 3. So from here we got DB, it is equal to AB upon root 3. Okay. DB here, we got AB upon root 3. This is the distance. Now again, next we have taken this whole triangle, that is triangle ABC. Now in this triangle also, if you take the trigonometric ratio, that is tan. So tan 30 degree, it is equal to AB upon BC. Now tan 30 degree, it is 1 upon root 3. AB upon next BC, in place of BC, I can write DB plus CD. Okay, DB plus CD. Next, I have done the cross multiplication here. So I got DB plus CD, it is equal to AB root 3. Now again, we know that DB, it is AB upon root 3. So I have substituted the value of DB here. Now next, again, this AB upon root 3, I have transferred it to the right hand side, and simplifying it, I got CD, it is equal to 2AB upon root 3. Okay, 2AB upon root 3. Now next, time taken to travel distance CD, it is given, that is 6 seconds. Okay. So speed of the car, what is the speed of the car? It is equal to distance upon time. This is the formula. Now distance here, it is this 2AB upon root 3. This is CD distance. And time taken to cover this distance, it is 6 seconds. So simplifying it, we got AB upon 3 root 3 meter per second. This is the speed of the car. Okay. And time taken to travel distance BD. Okay. So it is again using the same formula, that is distance upon speed. Now in this case, now distance here, this distance BD. Okay, distance BD. So DB distance or BD distance, it is equal to AB upon root 3. Okay. So here, in place of distance, I have put AB upon root 3 divided by speed of the car. The speed of the car, it is AB upon 3 root 3. Next, cancelling out the terms, we are left with 3. So 3 seconds, it is the required time taken to reach the foot of the tower. Okay, so this is our required answer. So any doubts in this question, students?
No, sir.
No, doctor.
Okay. Okay, so now let's move on to the next question. So have you all noted it down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let's move on to the next question, that is question number 16. So in question number 16, we have the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from 2 points at a distance 4 meters and 9 meters from the base of the tower, and in the same straight line with it are complementary. So prove that the height of the tower is 6 meters. Okay. So now, according to question, suppose there is a tower here. Okay. Suppose this is tower AQ. Okay, AQ it is tower, suppose. Now suppose there are 2 points on the ground. Okay, this point is suppose point S, this point is suppose point R. Now, according to question, it is given that the angle of elevations, okay, this angle of elevation, both are complementary. Now, complementary means that the sum of these two angles, it is 90 degree. Okay, so suppose this angle of elevation, it is theta. Okay, so this angle, it will be 90 minus theta. Okay, because both the angles, they are complementary. So if this is theta, it means this is 90 minus theta. Okay, and also we are given that this distance, it is given that is 4 meters, and also this distance is given that is 9 meters. So here we have to prove that the height of this tower, it is 6 meters. Okay, so first here we will write the information that let AQ is tower, AQ is tower, and S and R are 2 points 4 meters and 9 meters away from the foot of tower, from the foot of tower. Okay, next we are given that the angle of elevations are complementary, so let angle ARQ is equal to theta and angle ASQ is equal to 90 degree minus theta. So now first let us consider triangle AQR, that is this triangle. So now in triangle AQR, here we will take the trigonometric ratio tan theta. So tan theta, it is equal to AQ upon QR. Okay. Now here the value of QR, we know that it is equal to 4 meters. So from here we can write AQ upon 4, it is equal to tan theta. Suppose this is our first relation. Now next, let us consider this whole triangle, that is triangle AQS. So now in triangle AQS, again tan 90 degree minus theta. Again, it will be equal to perpendicular, here it is AQ, upon base, here it is SQ or QS. Okay. Again, we know that QS, it is 9 meters. So here you can use AQ upon, in case of QS, you can write 9. It is equal to, now tan 90 degree minus theta. Can anyone tell me what is tan 90 degree minus theta? Students, tan 90 degree minus theta, we have studied in the trigonometry chapter. Come on, anyone? What is tan 90 degree minus theta? Give us formula. Sin 90 minus theta,
Cot.
it is equal to,
Cot.
very good, Sachin. Tan 90 degree minus theta, it is equal to cot theta. Okay, so there were formulas like sin 90 degree minus theta, it is equal to cos theta, cos 90 minus theta, sin theta, tan 90 minus theta, cot 90 minus theta, tan theta. Okay, so students, please just memorize the formulas. Okay. So now here, AB AQ upon 9, it is equal to cot theta. So suppose this is our second relation. Now next, what you do, you just multiply these two equations. Okay. So now multiplying the equations 1 and 2, we have, so just multiply the left hand side terms and then multiply the right hand side terms. Okay, so you will get AQ upon 4 into AQ upon 9, it is equal to tan theta into cot theta. Okay, now if you simplify it, AQ into AQ, it is AQ square. 9 4s are 36, and tan theta into, now cot theta I can write it as 1 upon tan theta. Okay, cot theta is equal to 1 upon tan theta. So tan theta and tan theta gets cancelled out, and here you will get AQ square upon 36, it is equal to 1. This 36, it goes on the right hand side, so you will get AQ square, it is equal to 36. And if you do the square root on both the sides, you will get AQ, it is equal to plus minus 6. Okay, plus 6 square, it is also 36, minus 6 square, it is also 36. Okay, now since, what is AQ? AQ here, it is the height of this tower, and height cannot be negative. Okay, so here you will write that since height can't be negative, height can't be negative, hence the height of the tower, the height of the tower is plus 6 meters. Okay, so this is the required proof. Okay, students, understood? So according to question, it is given that this is a tower. So to the top of the tower, we are given the angle of elevations. We are given that the angle of elevations, they are complementary. That is, the sum of these two angles, it is equal to 90 degree. So here we have considered this angle as theta. So if this is theta, this is automatically 90 minus theta. Okay, this distance, it is given 4 meters, and this distance, it is given 9 meters. So first we have taken this triangle. So tan theta, it is equal to AQ upon QR. Now QR, it is 4. So from here we got AQ upon 4 is equal to tan theta. Next we have taken this whole triangle. Again, tan 90 degree minus theta, it is equal to AQ upon QS. Again, QS, it is given 9. Okay, so we got AQ upon 9 is equal to cot theta. Next, these are the two equations. Just we have multiplied these two equations. Okay, so we got AQ upon 4 into AQ upon 9 is equal to tan theta into cot theta. Now cot theta, it is equal to 1 upon tan theta. Tan theta and tan theta gets cancelled, and we get AQ square upon 36 is equal to 1. And solving it, we got AQ is equal to plus minus 6. Now height, it cannot be negative. So that's why we have taken the positive value of AQ. So AQ, it is the height of the tower. So height of the tower, it is 6 meters. Okay, so this is the required proof.